3 years without Michael Vaughan, a family's worst nightmare. July 27th, 2024, 3 years missing, Michael Vaughan. A ride for support and awareness for Michael Vaughan. On July 27th, 2024, the community will come together to mark the 3rd year since Michael Vaughan went missing with a special ride for support and awareness. This ride will mirror the one from 2021, serving as a demonstration of solidarity with Michael's family, a call for continued awareness of the case, and a reminder that the community has not forgotten this young boy. It is also time to prayer for the answers that Michael's family so desperately needs. Cars and trucks are welcome to join, but will be positioned at the end of the ride. We will gather at Chevron on the corner of Highway 30 and Highway 95, just off the 84 exit to Fruitland at 6 p.m. Kickstands will go up promptly at 6:30 p.m. for a 45-minute to 1 hour ride, including a pass by the Vaughan Neal home. The event will conclude at Fruitland City Park, where there will be information shared and a moment of prayer. Join us in showing your support and helping to keep the search for Michael alive. It's been 3 years since Michael Vaughan went missing. Prosecution team preparing for next steps. Fruitland, my heart still breaks for the family. We're doing everything we can to help get this case solved. Those were the words of Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff during an interview on Tuesday, just ahead of the 3 year mark of Michael Vaughan's disappearance. The boy was last seen on July 27th, 2021, at the age of 5, in the neighborhood outside his home in Fruitland. Although it's been 3 years, the case remains an active one for the Fruitland Police Department. Huff says that every week there are new tips and new leads. There were 3 today, he said, and that's keeping 2 detectives very busy over here. Huff said the goal is still to try to follow up on everything because we don't want to leave any stone unturned. He said law enforcement has a firm understanding of what happened, but are at the mercy of Fayette County Prosecutor Mike Duke to put the case together and move it forward. Huff handed over his investigation to Duke a year ago. The case is complex, and with 3 years worth of investigatory evidence compiled, there is a lot for the prosecutor to continue going through. Huff said there are terabytes and terabytes and terabytes of data. The chief said he could not speculate on a potential time frame, but noted that it remains in the works. Prosecution team preparing for next steps. In October of 2023, Duke said he expected to charge the case, but there are a lot of complexities, and I am being careful with that. In an email on Wednesday, he stated that he cannot comment much more on the case as it is still active. I can tell you, I have put together a prosecution team and we are preparing for next steps, he said. This case will live with everyone who has touched it, and we will do everything in our power to get justice for young Michael Vaughan and his family. I know the family and law enforcement are in the people's hearts and prayers, and I thank and appreciate the support we have from our community and law enforcement partners. I will say that I am quite frankly impressed with the dedication and diligence with which Fruitland PD have pursued and investigated this case. That team has given this everything they have, and their work product reflects that. Duke concluded. Suspects remain the same. Huff said the suspects remain the same as those previously named. However, there is still nobody in custody or currently facing charges in relation to Michael's disappearance. Sarah Wandra, one of 4 suspects named, once faced a charge for failing to report the death of a person, namely Michael. She was arrested on those charges and ended up in a state hospital for a mental evaluation before heading to court. In April of 2023, the charge was dismissed without prejudice, meaning it can be brought to trial again. Other suspects include Wandra's husband, Stacy Wandra, as well as Adrian Lucian and Brandon Shirtliff, who were said to be living with the couple during Michael's disappearance. The Wandras are both incarcerated for unrelated reasons. Our hope and prayer. I've said he is not able to share any investigation information, including whether they were any lab results that came from the search of the Wanderers' residence and yard. Michael still hasn't been found, Huff said, but there is hope that will change. We're hoping for fresh information to lead us to the recovery of Michael. That is our hope and prayer every day, he said. Until then, it's not easy for anyone, not Michael's family and not for Huff and his staff. But we're dealing with it. We are working with it every day, he said. I think it's going to continue to be a dark cloud until we can bring some justice for the family. Michael Vaughn's age progression photo. Michael's photo is shown age progressed to 7 years. He was last seen on July 27th, 2021. Michael was last known to be wearing a light blue t-shirt with the Minecraft logo on it, dark blue boxer briefs, and sandals. If you have any information, please call Fruitland Police Department at 208-642-6006, Fruitland, Idaho Prosecutor's Office at 208-642-6096, or call 911.